How are you? Here's what I prep my face with today. Once again, the Village Barber shaving oil. And my razor is going to be this RazoRock Hawk V2 razor in there. And I'm not sure what use this is on this. It might be the first use or second or third. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll put the description and the amount of uses in the description to the video. But it's a, excuse me, a Feather Professional blade. One of those is in there. And let's see, my soap, this is going to be interesting. A Godrej Round soap from India. Right there is the package that comes in. I have put it on my pretty little scuttle here. I've tried to lather my brush. Let me see. That should be all right. I hope. I'm going to try to get a lather started on my face. I'm going to put just a drip drop of water on the end of the brush there, and here we go. I hope you're all doing well out there this week. Oh, incidentally, sorry, my brush is a Vie-Long horsehair brush. Very nice. It was my first horsehair brush. I'm going to run a little water here. Just a little bit. Hi, how's it going? I just wet just the tip of that brush just slightly. Keep lathering here. Nice size brush for those little soaps that I sometimes put on my scuttle there with some hot water inside the scuttle. I just put the scuttle in the microwave for 1 minute without the soap on it. You put the soap on it afterwards. You don't want to heat up your soap like that. And yeah, here we go. I can let that water out of the sink now, kind of dry my hand off a little bit here. And now I'm going to wet the razor and try to get started. Okay, pass number 1 with the grain. Here we go. Try to remember the right angle here for this razor. It's got a wide blade on it, so it mows down kind of a wide swath of hair. And I have, oh, let's see, about 2.5 days worth of growth on my face. Got lazy, didn't feel like shaving. Okay, since this is a single edge razor, I'm going to have to go ahead and rinse. I'm going to have to rinse twice as often since this is just a single edge razor. So far, it's a comfortable shave, and I'm not hearing a lot of audio feedback. I wonder why that is. I think it's mowing down the whiskers, this razor. It's not terribly aggressive. It's about your standard aggression. I may not need to rinse as long as I do when I rinse the razor, but I like to make sure that I get all the gunk out from between the blade and so forth. The blade and the I don't know what you call this. This is kind of a one piece. No, it's a 3-piece razor, but the cap is screwed down very tightly to the head, to the base plate. I was trying to think of the name base plate, that terminology. Because it's between the base plate and the blade that you get a lot of gunk, and between the blade and the head, I guess. Or you can get a lot of gunk, depending. Already I have to rinse again. see. Now I'm hearing audio feedback here. All right. Let's see, I found out from a couple of neighbor ladies that my bigger wildflowers out in my flower beds and also the ones on the tallest stalks are zinnias. I had heard of zinnias or zinnias before, but I didn't know they were a type of wildflower. And the packages of seeds I was given that I planted out there just said wildflowers. I don't remember seeing any fine print that said what kind of wildflowers. There was a mixture. And the zinnias are the ones that I noticed the most because they're the biggest. And a certain kind of moth or butterfly seems very attracted to those zinnias. Some kind of little dark colored thing with a white marking, whatever that is. And I've seen a few other butterflies and moths and other flying insects trying to pollinate or whatever they do, trying to get nectar from the flowers. Even saw a monarch butterfly, but it didn't stay very long. Okay, that's pass number 1. I'll come right back for pass number 2, across the grain. Well, I already lathered for the across the grain pass, so here we go. I'm hearing more audio feedback here too on the across the grain pass. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention before, but on the with the grain pass I didn't hear as much audio feedback for some reason, or I didn't think I did. This razor usually doesn't bite me, but it could. I got a little close down in here, but I didn't get a weeper or any weepers down around my chin. Okay. It's been very warm here. I'm going to have to water my flowers after my shave. And maybe go outside and have a Coke and a cigarette. Not a good habit perhaps, but I like to go do that and look and see how my flowers have grown. I know once again I'm being kind of quiet during parts of this shave, but I'm just kind of trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. Not a razor I use all the time, and just a little bit different. My friend Dave, who used to live around here, I showed him this razor and when I first got it, and he was kind of surprised at how wide the head is there. Comfortable shave so far. soon I probably should do another on-camera shave with my Occam's razor. That's another one that has kind of a wide head. I must be careful in through here. So easy to nick myself. I'm going to pop out, pop back in, and then we'll go against the grain. They sometimes refer to these Godrej Rounds as the Williams soap of India, but in my opinion, this soap lathers a lot better and a lot easier than Williams mug soap does. So anyway, here we go against the grain. I'll start on my neck this time. Yeah, because the blades for these razors are so relatively thin, I don't mean just thin along the shaving edge, but thin along the sides, there's not really room for me to put a little dot with a Sharpie marker to tell how many times I've used the blade. There might be a little room to do that on there, but I haven't had this thing apart. Because I already know what kind of blade it is in there. I don't have to look to see. At least I don't think I have necessarily marked these. Maybe I should open up this razor between scenes here and see if there's anything that I have tried to mark on there regarding times that this blade may or may not have been used. But we'll see. Okay, I'll be right back, then it'll be pickup time. Pickup time. I was letting some water out of the sink there too while I was rinsing. I'm going to rinse the razor one more time. And let's see. Just trying to get a couple of these trouble spots here. I'll come back with Mr. Towel and recaps. Mr. Towel, ladies and gentlemen. The freshly laundered and barely used Mr. Towel. Okay, now I'm going to begin recaps and put the finishing touches on the shave here. Okay, I'll put Mr. Towel back where he goes. I prep my face off camera beforehand with Village Barber shaving oil. My razor's been this RazoRock Hawk Electric Blue is the color, V2 version 2 razor. In there, and I don't know what use it was on, but it seemed okay, a Feather Professional blade. Can you see that there? I hope so. They're in the box there. They have a handy little dispenser, kind of like an injector razor. Okay, let's see. My soap was one of these Godrej Round soaps, and you can see that here on top of my pretty little scuttle. It kind of starts off as a pale blue and then turns more white as you lather it. My brush was a Vie-Long horsehair brush, one of those little ones. And let's see here. Now, if I've covered everything up till now, I'm going to put on some of the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Shake that up just a bit. This is an astringent. It has added alcohol, 14% by volume. So here we go. There might be some sting. Yeah, because I shaved pretty closely. But that's okay. Try not to get any in my eyes, but I'm putting some on my eyelids. Okay, gonna dry my hands again, and that's that, the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Coming up next, I'll shake this up a little bit. It's some of the Epsilon Blue Mediterranean aftershave in the big glass bottle there. So I'll uncap that. It's got a nice restrictor on the bottle, so I'll put some in my hand there. Set that aside and put a little on the wrists, up behind the ears, on the temples, back of the neck. There's some sting there too, but followed by kind of a cooling sensation and a very nice scent. I'll put the lid back on that and show you that again. The Epsilon Blue Mediterranean aftershave. And let's see, try not to drop and break anything here. And got quite a bit of that. Put it on my shirt here, so I smell really nice. Finally, some of the Arko Men Cool aftershave balm right there. Shake that up a bit. Yeah, let's see. I'm just trying to, yeah, I think that's about the right amount there. Probably don't need a whole lot. It's been a while since I've used this, but it's pretty good stuff. This will also cool the skin. Yes, sir. Kind of got a blue theme going on today. Yeah. And that's about it. Boy, that's nice. Thank you for joining me. Peace out.